Luxury SUVs, they're supposed to be the ultimate ride, right? Premium materials, cutting-edge tech, smooth performance. But here's the thing, some of them are absolute disasters. Consumer Reports just dropped a bombshell list of luxury SUVs you should never, ever buy. We're talking vehicles that failed road tests, tanked in reliability, and left owners completely disappointed. But don't worry, they didn't just roast the bad ones. They also revealed which luxury SUVs are actually worth your hard-earned cash. So, buckle up, because we're diving into the worst offenders and the hidden gems that'll save you from a very expensive mistake. Let's get into it. Let's kick things off with the luxury entry-level category. And oh boy, the 2025 Alfa Romeo Tonale is not having a good day. Now you'd think an Alfa Romeo would deliver that Italian flair and razor-sharp handling, right? Well, think again. Consumer Reports says the Tonale's powertrain feels inconsistent. The handling is surprisingly dull, and it struggles on twisty roads like it forgot it was supposed to be sporty. The interior, not as luxurious as you'd hope, and the noise, way too much of it sneaking into the cabin. Add in mediocre reliability scores, and you've got a recipe for buyer's remorse. So what should you buy instead? Consumer Reports says go for the 2025 Mini Cooper Countryman. Sure, it's got 44 less horsepower than the Tonale, 241 versus 285, but here's the kicker, it's actually fun to drive. The handling is sharp, engaging, and rewarding. Plus, the interior is surprisingly quiet. The fuel economy is solid, and it offers similar space and dimensions. Basically, the Mini does what the Alfa should have done from the start. It's proof that sometimes less power and more finesse wins the game. Moving up to the luxury compact SUV category, we've got the 2025 Jaguar F-Pace, and this one stings a little. With Jaguar killing off nearly everything else in its lineup, the F-Pace is basically the last cat standing. And honestly, it's gorgeous. Seriously stunning. It's also comfortable, fun to drive, and comes with a buttery smooth transmission. Oh, and if you spring for the F-Pace SVR 575, you get a supercharged 5.0-liter V8 cranking out 567 horsepower. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, Consumer Reports says, hold on a second. The F-Pace has below-average reliability and owner satisfaction scores. The infotainment system? A nightmare to use. And the AC system? Let's just say it didn't impress anyone. So, despite all that beauty and performance, CR says skip it and grab the 2025 Acura RDX instead. The RDX gives you better fuel economy, above-average reliability, and a high-quality, comfortable interior that's actually engaging to drive. Now, it's not perfect, the touchpad is a bit finicky, and the push-button gear selector takes some getting used to. But those are minor quirks compared to the F-Pace's reliability headaches. Sometimes dependable beats dazzling. Now let's talk about the luxury two-row midsize SUV category, and buckle up because the 2025 Land Rover Defender is taking some heat. Look, the Defender is still rocking that classic combustion engine while others go electric, and there's definitely an appeal there for gas purists. But Consumer Reports says you'll pay the price in other ways. First up, reliability. It's got a below-average rating, which is never a good sign when you're dropping serious cash. Then there's the infotainment system, which is painfully slow and frustrating to use. And the audio and climate controls? Consumer Reports literally calls them confusing and says they require multiple steps to do basic tasks. Not exactly the premium experience you're paying for. So what's the better move? Consumer Reports says go with the BMW X5. Now, it's not an off-road beast like the Defender, but it's an excellent all-around SUV. The interior quality is top-notch, the handling is agile, the power delivery is smooth, and the fuel economy, surprisingly solid. It averaged 23 miles per gallon in CR's testing, the best among gas-only competitors. Compare that to the Defender's 18 mpg, and you're saving money at the pump. Plus, the X5 has above-average reliability, which means fewer headaches down the road. Sometimes practical luxury beats rugged frustration. Next up, in the luxury 3-row midsize SUV category, we've got the 2025 Lincoln Aviator. And despite some fresh updates, Consumer Reports isn't impressed. Lincoln threw in a new infotainment system, a fancy gauge cluster screen, and even Blue Cruise Level 2 driver assistance. Sounds promising, right? Well, CR says not so fast. The Aviator still suffers from average fuel economy and overly complicated controls. Predicted reliability? Below average. Owner satisfaction? Also below average. Not exactly the luxury experience you'd expect. But wait, there's more. The engine feels rough during acceleration, which is never ideal in a luxury SUV. The cruise control interface is distracting to use, and here's a fun one. The voice command button on the steering wheel is way too easy to accidentally activate. Imagine mid-conversation with a passenger and suddenly your car thinks you're giving it orders. Awkward. So what's the better choice? Consumer Reports recommends the Lexus TX instead. It's got above-average reliability, a beautifully constructed interior, and spacious seating for everyone. Plus, despite its size and weight, the TX delivers impressive body control and precise cornering. It's basically everything the Aviator should have been: refined, dependable, and hassle-free. And finally, we've arrived at the luxury large SUV category, where the 2025 Cadillac Escalade sits on the throne, or at least it thinks it does. The Escalade has always been synonymous with American luxury, and Cadillac gave it a refresh for 2025 to match the sleek design language from their EV lineup. Looks great, right? Well, Consumer Reports has some issues. First off, the base trim starts at over $90,000. Add in the destination fee and you're looking at nearly $91 grand. And guess what's missing? Blind spot warning and rear cross traffic alert. In 2025, on a $90,000 SUV. That's just not acceptable. Then there are the practical problems. The entry step is ridiculously high, making it a workout just to climb in. The hood is so tall that forward visibility takes a hit. And to top it all off, the Escalade has a below-average reliability rating. Not exactly confidence-inspiring when you're spending that kind of money. So what does Consumer Reports recommend instead? The 2025 BMW X7. It's got above-average reliability, a buttery-smooth transmission, a supremely comfortable ride, and an interior that's both quiet and lavishly finished. Basically, it's everything the Escalade promises, but actually delivers. Sometimes the import does American luxury better than America.